Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. So, today we're going to be talking about Saitama, Job Hunter. Now, this is a very underestimated character in the entire game. Like a lot of SRs, if you get certain amounts of potential on these guys, they could do some really, really ridiculous stuff. And we're going to talk about the appropriate ways to build this guy and pretty much profit off of him as best as possible. Now, everyone pretty much gets him off of RIP if you get the rewards from the 10 million download celebration. If you do not have that accessible to you as of this moment, don't worry about it. He's very, very easy to get. I just don't have copies of him because I'm very unlucky in that department. But I got copies of other characters. I mean, over here, got two copies of him. I got freaking what do you call it? I'm just showing examples. Three copies of him, one copy of him, three copies of her, four pretty much. So let's just talk about this guy in general. So potential wise, he's got an amazing kit. He gains extra rage whenever he actually gets his accurate defenses off. All right, that's a W. Gets 60% bonus damage when a negative crit is triggered. Also, he gets resolute attack +1. Replaces rage burst with dodge in rage burst state. So that's pretty huge. So what this means is pretty much instead of just the rage burst, he also gets a dodge with this now added to his kit. Is it necessary? Not really. Let's see, because you're going to want to be blocking the entire time. A resolute attack +2, so it brings it up to +3 resolute attack. We'll talk about that right now. Uh, Briefcase swiping increases damage by 40%. That's pretty huge. In the burst state, damage is increased by 20%, and skill cooldown is decreased by 30%. That's huge. Huge, 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 huge. So, let's go ahead and talk about his arms. So, he has this one called Bring It On. Great freaking arms, defensive and supportive kit. As you can see, he has the immunity arms. Let's say we enhanced it to the max. What would you get at max? You would get a lot of base attack. When accurate dodge is triggered, shield regenerated with yourself with equal to 20% of the character's attack and 10% of the character's HP. So it can only be triggered once every 30 seconds. This just guarantees that this character will never die on the battlefield. Also, he pretty much can heal all your allies up to 5 times if you actually get this card maxed out. Amazing card. Memory and Will. We're just going to talk about his main build. What you would want to build on this character. Job Hunter. So, whenever an accurate defense is triggered, you deal an additional damage equal to 320% of his attack. That is huge. Huge amounts of attack back. It's like Porcupine. Now, with Resolute Attack, if you do not know, Resolute Attack actually goes all the way up to a very, very specific amount. I can show you real quick. So what we're going to be seeing once you actually get this dude potential 4, Resolute Attack, you're going to be getting Resolute Attack 7, which increases a damage bonus of 100% and reduces the crit rate by 60%. So negative crit rate is huge, you know what I mean, for this character. Next, we're going to be talking about Resolute Defense. The only reason I'm putting on Resolute Defense and Resolute Survival is so we could trigger a negative crit every single time in order to pretty much profit off of the actual amount of damage that he could dish out a lot. Now, there is 2 ways that you could actually do this, and another good way to do this, let's say you want to play more defensive, then you would get rid of Defense and Survival, and you would actually just put on specifically Tenacity and max out Tenacity. Boom, 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 boom. To 5. And you also want Impassioned because you want as much damage as possible. And let's just say the character you want to pretty much build upon attack and HP to profit off that SR card as much as possible. And if you wanted to, because you're still going to get you're still going to waste 3 points there. So we have enough for 2 slots. I guess you can just add something as simple as Resolute Survival just for that extra 15%, right about there, because that's 19, 20, 20, 19, 20, 21. That's 2. No, you wouldn't actually be able to add this, but, it's because Tenacity is really going to do its own thing. For instance, Tenacity in alone does that extra 50%, plus a good amount of actual HP that you're actually getting. So, 10% of your HP, 20% of your attack, you're going to be doing a ridiculous amount of shield, and you're not going to die. But that's totally if you want to go down that route. That's pretty much it for this character. The character himself is just an incredible character. I'll show you his gameplay since I have never done the target training for him. He's very, very simple, and this dude is an amazing offhand tank. So, as you can see, whenever we are attacked, well, you obviously got to block. Delayed blocks, I swear. All right, tap and hold. So he can hold and actually block, which is amazing. He's one of the only characters who could do that. Let's see, accurate defense. Come on. One more accurate defense. Easy peasy. So he's a tank, you know what I mean? He's just one of those kind of guys. He also has a counterattack whenever he actually does accurate block. He will do a bonus amount of damage. Boom. Easy, easy, easy. Briefcase charge. You can trigger this whenever you actually go back. Oh, sorry, I messed that up bad. So, whenever you use it, trigger it again, you do a briefcase attack. It's like probably the most mediocre of his moves, but, you know. There we go. Burst state. This is pretty much his, you know, his mode, so to speak. Whenever he gains the mode, he pretty much goes into an entirely different kit. Boom. And he'll be way faster, way stronger, and be more resistant. Now, this is the best part about his character, is that whenever he actually does go into burst state, he can't hold that state for as long as he possibly can. As long as you just do your blocking and stuff like that. There we go. As you can see, every single time he's attacking, he just kind of uses up his state, but you could keep it going as much as you possibly can. Imagine if you had the shield here. That'd be amazing. And as you can see, we can just keep going. We don't even need to do anything, really. We just got to keep doing the thing. Amazing character, amazing unit. He's just going to stay in the fight forever, really. He doesn't die very often. And while he's doing this, you got characters like Metal Knight, Tatsumaki, Genos, and other characters like that who could pretty much dish out while this character is doing his job. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below if this guide helped you out. Take it easy and peace out. Oh, my bad.